right here. Pick it up. These guys here, if you had to go to war, Rob, you're all right. Yeah. Definitely, we're doing okay. You definitely make it into the fourth quarter.
Yeah. We wouldn't fail like 30%.
Yeah, I don't bring that up, please. That night, remember, Tone, at the Order Room? We're watching that
disaster.
Implosion, that implosion. 4-1 Leafs.
Oh,
Boston.
Oh, I can't believe you're even talking about this right now.
He brought it up.
That's what
now
I'm
I'm talking about it.
We gotta do a show right now.
Forget it. None about it.
What about Chicago?
Chicago!
Chicago's the team!
Hey, man. All right. Offense, dude. And that's the most high-powered offense in
Anybody need anything?
coffee.
Yes, coffee?
I
How?
can get it.
Just tell me where it is. So tomorrow, Hannah graduates.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I told her, congratulations.
That's a big day. Finally.
Got her master's.
Yeah.
Never mind that. How did bring your Mickey?
No, I forgot. I had it ready and I forgot.
The one fucking thing I remember again.
That's right.
They're at the poolsides, man. They are coming.
We should make a call when they want and let them come when they come.
Yeah.
Because the show's got to go, right? It's all fair.
You want to start?
Yeah.
So give me 5 minutes because Walter's going to do a little first and then...
Yep.
Yeah.
Once again, welcome to Revolution Studios. We're about to get started, so if we can get everybody to keep it down, we'll get this thing out of the station. Keep in mind, we are rolling tonight. We're shooting some video, so when you're expected to applause, if you can make it nice and loud and boisterous, that would be fantastic. After all, there we go. There's a keener right here.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
That was pretty good. Actually, I think they could do better, but that was pretty good. Well, from Revolution Recording Studios here in Toronto, welcome to Intimate and Exposed, featuring Dominic Mancuso Group. My name is Walter Van Affer. I'll be your host this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Mancuso.
Partner in crime, Mr. Tony Sargent. Che bella cosa, una giornata di sole, un'aria serena, dopo una tempesta, e l'aria fresca. Pare già una festa quando fa notte e lo sole se ne scende. Quando la notte e sto sole se ne scende, mo viene quasi una malinconia sotto la finestratoia vorrei stare io. Quando fa notte ne scena, ma è nato sole più bello di te. Oh sole mio, stai fronte a me. Oh sole mio, stai fronte a me. Stai fronte a me. Ma è nato sole più bello di te. Oh sole mio, stai fronte a me. Oh sole, oh sole mio, stai fronte a me, stai fronte a me, stai fronte a me, stai fronte a me. Stai fronte a me. Quando va notte e sto sole se ne scena, una malinconia, una malinconia. Tony Zorzio, on guitar player. Thank you so much. That was a staple piece on the record that won us a Juno back in 2010. It was also a piece that was very emblematic to the relationship that Tony and I had making this record. Tony is a tremendous talent, and he brought a lot of love and soul and commitment to that project. And some of you have a copy of that record here? So you know. So firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. This night would not be possible to share in this incredible temple of making music here in Toronto, this Revolution recording, Joa Carvalho, who graciously stepped up to the plate and sat down with me and offered me his space at a rate that I could actually pull off an event like this. And I want to thank him personally on behalf of the group in support of this tour. We're going to venture through a repertoire of music that embodies a little bit of my past, a little bit of what's up and coming. You all have received the record tonight. It's an exclusive pre-CD release. Just in a little way, I could say thank you. That record's going to be released in September, but you guys got it. Nobody else has it. And I also included a bonus track for you, which we will be performing with you later. Right now, I'd like to invite two special people that were a big part of making that body of music. If I can get your energy and your enthusiasm together and an applaud to our band members, Paco Luviano and Chende Leon, to come out and join us. When I sought out to make this record, we were performing a little while back, and there was this real magical chemistry that Chendi and Paco offered my music and my repertoire. Paco comes from Acapulco, Mexico, and Chendi comes from Cuba. And my desire to play around with rhythms from different parts of the world were very easy to explore with guys like Chendi and Paco at the helm of the groove, and you'll see as the night progresses. This next piece is off that record. It's called Norwegian Wood. I say she once had me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood, Norwegian wood, Norwegian wood, Norwegian wood, Norwegian wood. On a rug, biting my tongue, drinking her wine. And we talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. 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 She told me she worked in the morning. She started to laugh. I told her I didn't, and I crawled off to sleep in the bath. was alone, this bird had flown. So I lit a fire, isn't it good? Norwegian wood, Norwegian wood, Norwegian wood, Norwegian wood, Norwegian wood. Thanks so much. Norwegian wood. So as we were making this record, there was a revolving door of friends that would come by my studio and contribute magic, actually. Honored to call them colleagues, friends, and spiritual beings. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite Gervasio Caringi to the stage to join us and augment this ensemble. Let's do it. In the house, Jerry's in the house. And this guy's a big teddy bear, but a tremendous talent. He'll play anything he can get his hands on, so ladies beware. Huh? Okay. Be nice. This is a song from the record, which you all know. It's called L'Oscuro. It talks about a layman professing his love for the island of Sicily. With all his trials and tribulations, he wants to stay on the island. And the metaphor for the trials and tribulations is the darkness. Sung to you in the archaic language of Sicilian. Venne la notte, venne di lontano, venne l'oscuro sopra i nostri mani. Aspettiamo lo sole, i pensieri lontani. Aspettiamo un giorno, aspettiamo domani. E avemo ancora una canzone di cantare, ancora una storia di contare, ma non sappiamo niente e non sappiamo che fare, non avevamo più ali di poter ancora volare. Ti volessi incontrare un giorno sotto un'opportuni, ti volessi parlare, cantare una canzone e potessi partire senza tornare a reri, o potessi arrivare fino ai tuoi pensieri, ma avevamo tutti una canzone di cantare, come vediamo ancora persone sopra il mare e ne siamo ancora e non ne pare vero che siamo contenti e fino a qua veni l'uscio cantamo e cantamo dare un'ora di pazzia e mi ritocchi per tagliare a me e avessimo tutti dal canzone di cantare ancora una storia per poter capire che se vede l'oscuro sopra i nostri mani sta storia una compagna e fino a che veni l'uruscio cantiamo se cantiamo caro cantiamo e perché no mangiamo tanti che un po' e beviamo pensiamo alla salute è vero no? Jerry Cringe on the ukulele. Mr. Tony Sorsi on the guitar. Baco Luviero, contrabbasso, bassista. Cende Leon on the percussion. This is a volatile room. The temperature has been going up and down and cool and hot, and these strings are getting a little slippery and slidey, but it's okay. We're one big happy family here, right? What's a semitone between friends, right? To complete the ensemble for today's concert, man, this guy's a brother from a different mother. He doesn't need much introduction, man. He's one of Canada's top call musicians. Everybody plays with him, and if they haven't, they probably want to. Let's give it up for Mr. Johnny Johnson on woodwinds for you tonight. That right there, it'll pick up there. We're gonna have a little fun with this piece. We're gonna take you back to the old Opry, Grand Ole Opry, where musicians would play entirely acoustic around a microphone. The band's not gonna be amplified for you guys. You're gonna be experiencing it totally unplugged, but we're gonna be recording it. So, my apologies for having this microphone in front of your faces. Siete pronti? Siete? Capiamo la situazione?
Sì.
Allora, bravi. Paco, ci siamo?
Sì, ci siamo.
Mi sento allegre stamattina, aiutata la rete a me, tanta pesce di e peschere, e mi sento da quello pesce che meriterei, l'ho pescato stamattina, e te la vengo a ponere e perché mi vuoi sposare, pure di femmina, paesi, aiutata la bancarella. La prende in già la barella e lo pesce cara meriti l'ho pescato stamattina io te la vinno a buon perché e perché mi vuoi sposare canta chi la Yeah.
Very nice.
Walter, prego.
You know, you've had the opportunity of playing with some great talent over the years, some of which, of course, are on the stage. So can you reintroduce some of the musicians on stage here? And maybe for those of the folks that don't know everybody here, maybe one or two accomplishments as well that brought him to the table.
Well, Mr. Tony Zorzi on the far right, my partner in crime, who intoxicated my last record with some incredible string instrument performances. Tony is a professor at Humber College. He's been there for over 25 years, Tony? Kathleen? The wife is in the house, Kathleen. Our lovely Kathleen. And Tony's been a first call session guy and sitting in probably a lot of the shows that you've experienced in Toronto, like Mamma Mia, or Tommy, or Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, et cetera, et cetera. Tony's been working that scene for many, many years, and he's done well for himself, till he started working with me and he realized what kind of a grind it actually is to be out there doing things. But it's been nice to get him out in front of people, to really see who the talent Tony Zorzi is, because they've heard him on recordings, they've heard him in jingles, and they've heard him in productions, but they've never seen him. So it's been an honor to have him perform with me. Johnny Johnson, one of the finest skating defensemen I know. Yes, we met on the ice, and it was really all about hockey. It wasn't about playing music, and we just knew we clicked, and we've been hanging out for, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years now, Johnny, on and off, and he's been a tremendous supporter of my music, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, brother. One of the most demanded saxophonists in the country, Holly Cole, Aretha Franklin, and the list goes on and on. You've got his bio in the program. Chende Leon on percussion from Cuba. Probably one of the most in-demand percussionists, world percussionists in the country. He's been touring the world with people like Jesse Cook, Amanda Martinez, the Sultans of String. We met at the Junos. The band that he was performing with, the Sultans of String, were nominated in the same category that year. Unfortunately, they didn't win. But that's okay, because he won. Because we got to know each other in St. John's that night. We were on a double bill at our showcase, and we've been friends ever since, and we've been performing ever since. And he told me, look, Dom, I don't know what it's going to take, but I want to make music with you, and I'm on board, so whenever I'm in town, I'd like to play music with you. I said, yeah, okay, whenever you're in town. The guy's hardly ever in town, but at least I got him coming to Italy with me for 3.5 weeks, which is a great thing. My carnal, my compadre, Paco Luviano. I've been working with Paco in so many different contexts, from the corporate world and the private sector, doing recordings. We've worked on some film scores that Paco was working on, and he invited me to participate. We've become friends. In the Spanish language, carnal means brother. And I treat him like a brother. I love him dearly. And he's a tremendous talent. And Jerry Karenji, man, I mean, the school of accordion. Go back to the early days of our forefathers that came here, and Jerry's father, Giuseppe Karenji, opened up the Karenji School of Accordion. And so that legacy lives on through Jerry and his tremendous work in various genres, not just in Italian folk music, but in jazz and funk and soul. And his list of credentials are in the program, man. I mean, I had to stop. I had a little paragraph like this, and I said, okay, I better just stop. Who are the key people here? Put him in there. Because he's tremendous, and he's a sweetheart. He's a big teddy bear, a tremendous talent, and it really is an honor to have him here.
I interviewed legendary bassist Dave Holland once, and asked him the question. I'm going to ask the same question to you. When you're putting a group together of musicians, what qualities do you look for in that musician? Aside from talent, of course.
Well, we need to be able to sit at a table and eat together, harmoniously. So I have always looked at music as the vehicle to living my life, but not the end all and do all. I mean, it's really about being a human being and sharing in precious moments. And the music comes kind of secondary. You know, if you can't sit down and break bread and cook for each other and just live together in these kind of environments. So I eat with a lot of the people I work with, and I get a sense of if this is going to work or not. And play hockey, by the way.
Right. So
hockey's a key
So
thing.
hockey and
Hockey's tested.
table manners are really important. Okay.
Absolutely.
So eat with your mouth closed, in other words. Let's get back to some music. The next piece that you're going to perform is entitled Saudade, which is a Portuguese word that unfortunately there's no translation for in English. So if you can do the best in defining what saudade is, and then maybe we can get a sense of what the song is as well.
There's a very interesting label called Punta Mayo Records. My wife and I discovered them back in the 90s. And Punta Mayo is a world music label, and they suss out tremendous talent from the four corners of the globe. There was this one act called Barrio Chino who recorded this piece for Punta Mayo, and it was a piece that I was gravitating to very much. I think it was the rhythms, I think it was the cross-pollinating Mediterranean region of the Northern African and the Spanish and the Moors and the Middle Eastern, et cetera, which I was experiencing myself here in Toronto. So when I lifted the song for the ensemble and I started to create an arrangement for it, I kind of used Toronto as the inspiration around this particular recording, which you guys have on that particular record, which you received. But the word saudade means a profound sense of longing. And that could be a longing for another, a longing for a thing, a longing for a place. And it was something that I could really relate to through, the immigrant experience. But I also had band members that were living it in the modern day. And we have Paco's from Acapulco, Mexico. And Paco, you've been here how long? 19 years, 20 years. And Chendi, yourself? 14. So there's still that love for where they come from. That's where they were born and raised. So it was very important for me to share in this multilingual experience on this piece, where we explored the Italian, we explored the Spanish, we explored the Portuguese, the French. We have Jabu Morales, who's doing some spoken word. She's from Brazil, but resides in Barcelona, Spain. And it's Miriam Toller, who's of Egyptian descent, singing on the record. So it's a song that has like 5-6 languages in it, but it all revolves around this idea of longing and a profound sense of longing. And we're going to perform Saudade for you. Repeating, I read with regrets. The girl kept on weeping. Oh why, pourquoi quitter son pays? Oh why must I leave my love? Nostalgia is the night wind on the grass. Esto es nostalgia. It's the sea rolling with the past. Pourquoi quitter son pays? And why do we embrace the unknown? Saudade, a melody for what I've lost. Accept this new way, living with saudade. It's the color of plains, where riches I own won't buy the past. Okay, all this wine can't erase your face. Okay, I've come to see a new grace. Saudade, accept this new day, enduring with saudade. To believe in saudade, melody for what I've lost. Let me take you to the island of Sicily for a walk. posto ci sarà per questa solitudine, perché mi sento così inutile davanti alla realtà. Un posto ci sarà fatto di lava e sole, il dove la gente sa che è ora di cambiare. Un posto ci sarà dove si pesca ancora e il mare porterà una storia nuova. Un posto ci sarà dove si spera ancora, la gente porterà questa storia nuova. E son pazzo di te, a chi sta fortuna. Se sei lì, yeah, terra nessuna. I said it's no one's land, no one's land. terra nessuna, un posto ci sarà per essere felici, cantare a squarciagola e dici e tutto quel che vuoi tu. Un posto ci sarà futura. Il mare porterà una storia nuova. Io son pazzo di te. A questa fortuna si lì, yeah, yeah, yeah. Terra nessuna. I said it's no one's land. No one's land. Thank you so much. Could I get a towel somewhere? I'm just kind of sweating like crazy here, and it's burning my eyes here. I can't even see. Wow. Okay. It is a hot place. Sicily is a hot place. Kind of. Hot. Erica said hot. Hot. Our makeup artist, Erica, said, Dom, don't wipe. You're going to smear everything. It just pot. So pot. Thank you, Erica, for that tip. So, staying on this theme of Sicily. So I wrote this song called Salvatore. And Charlie Cirelli. Does anybody know Charlie Cirelli? Kufu? Muncha Cake? Let's give it up for Charlie. Incredible Sicilian, Canadian talent. Storyteller, blues, harp, musician. We co-wrote this song called Salvatore. And he was telling me the story about when he was in Raccamuto, Sicily. And he said, you know, Dom, I was visiting Raccamuto and I was walking by this cemetery and I saw this perfectly symmetrical cemetery, all these white crosses. So I poured me in, check it out, and he realized that it was American soldiers that had died after the World War II. And as he was walking through the graves, he was noticing American names, starting to see Sicilian names mixed up, and he put two and two together, and he says, well, these guys were like American boys. They went back to the homeland and fought and died. And the idea of this clash of worlds where somebody could be shooting their first cousin was a very real emotion for Charlie at that moment, how crazy that was. So he came home and he wrote this song, and the words were so cool and hip. I loved what he did with the chorus. It says, Ma che minghia fa, blues me porta già. I just love the way that kind of flowed, and so I wrote this song, wrote the melody, and I hope you like it. It's one of my favorite pieces on the record. Features Jerry Karinji on C3 organ and Johnny Johnson on saxophone. Yeah, that's it. A World War II in Salvatore was a Yankee soldier man, laying face down and cold dead in the hot Sicilian sand. Marines were on the beachfront and things did not go well, no. German bunker gunfire turned those beaches into hell. Ma che minchia fa, blues mi porta già. Ma che minchia fa, blues mi porta già. I said blues takes me there. Ma che minchia va, ma che minchia. Sicilian uncle got the news that the nephew had died. A telegraph came from New York, they bowed their heads and cried. Remembering Salvatore's sweet face, it still haunts the family. I said he died a Yankee soldier on the shores of Sicily. Ma che minchia va, blues mi porta già. Ma che minchia va, blues mi porta già. I said blues, it takes me there. Ma che minchia va, ma che flowers on the graves, but the uncle's all long gone. Remembering Salvatore's sweet face, it still haunts the family. I said he died a Yankee soldier on the shores of Sicily. Ma che minchia fa, blues mi porta già. Ma che minchia fa, yeah, blues mi porta già. Ma che minchia, ma che minchia fa. Blues mi porta già. I said blues mi porta già. so pazzo. E voglio essere chi voglio, ci lavoro da casa mia. I so pazzo. C'ho il giovolo che mi aspetta e scusate vado di fretta. Non mi date sempre ragione, lo so che sono un errore. Nella vita voglio vivere a me, non sono da leone. E lo Stato cosa vuole? Non mi deve condannare perché sono pazzo, yeah. Io sono pazzo, yeah. E oggi voglio cantare.
che dice che cosa ne? Ma io nera non sia più bene. I soppa. Se sento sta nervatura, metto tutto in faccia muta. E non sono menomato, sono pure diplomato. E la faccia nera l'ho dipinta per essere notato. Ma sarete cresciute, ma sarete ricordato. I suoi pazzi, i suoi pazzi, non ci scassate. Ecco!
Very nice. That's a Pino Daniele composition? Yeah? Pino's coming to town this month. I'm sure if I were to ask each and every musician on the stage what their defining moment was, they'll be able to tell me right away, and what that moment that set them on the path of becoming a musician. When did you become passionate about music?
Wow, it started fairly immediately. I'm one of those types of guys that it's either gives me a rise or it doesn't. And I got into music literally by an accident, a motorcycle accident. And the moment I started feeling a Music Man bass through a 810 cab with a monoblock 2 head, and I started doing, well, playing riffs like that, or police riffs. So I would say 17 and a half, 18 is when I played my first note. I had aspirations to play hockey, to be quite honest with you, but
Yeah, I can see 6 people here, 3 forwards, 2 defense, and a
Exactly.
goalie.
that's how we
Got a good team here.
we suit them up. Who would you think is the forward on this team?
A forward?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Chendi.
Chendi, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put him in the wings, that little Linsman guy. Yeah,
I know
for
he's got a lot of stuff in front of him. You would say goaltender, but I don't think so. I think
Nah.
he's got the forward.
Johnny would be my key point man.
There you go.
Who would you think would be the other point man?
Oh, Tony for sure.
Tony for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We go
Tony.
big
Yeah.
in the back.
There you go. Now, you refer to yourself as a troubadour, and your new recording's called Sub Urban Gypsy, which obviously has the word gypsy in it. So can we call you an unconventional minstrel?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll buy that.
Okay. So why don't you tell us a story about your motivation to go into Italy and becoming an unconventional minstrel?
The story that happened in the 90s or what's up and coming?
The 90s. Let's go there
90s.
first.
Well, my wife lured me to Italy.
Well, she wasn't your wife at that point.
Well, she was my girlfriend at
Okay.
the time. And so that's what brought me there. But I was at odds with the group that I was in, and I was feeling a little lost in terms of vision and direction. And I took half a year off university. A lot of you guys know this story already because some of you are good friends, but for those of you who don't, I took the half year off, and I took 3.5 months and traveled all of Italy, did a little bit of Germany and Austria, and started to find my voice and my attitude behind what I wanted to do. 97 was the year.
97. The Greater Toronto Area has a distinction of having the largest first-generation Italian population outside of Italy. And we know how that's your connection to Italy obviously has affected your creative process. How does it affect you in your day-to-day existence?
Meaning the relationship with that particular community?
Yeah.
It doesn't really. I mean, I feel very Canadian. I feel very present in my reality, which is born and raised in Toronto. I mean, it's a DNA that I can't deny. But, I guess in the cuisine and in terms of family values, but overall, I don't kind of look at myself that way. I think a lot of people on the outside look in just because of the language thing. But everything that I'm doing is very Canadian. That's the way I look at it. Everything is, as the Italians would say, contaminata. La musica è contaminata. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's to contaminate. And the Italians look at fusion, and when music cross blends and reinvents itself, or when cultures collide, they call it, that genre, musica contaminata. So, yeah, Toronto, man. I mean, Toronto is
Represent.
what it is, yeah.
You're mostly known for creatively reinventing classic Italian songs, and since we've been speaking the last couple of weeks, it's been a concern of yours. Why?
Sorry, say the back end of that again.
I said that you essentially known for being creatively remaking classic Italian songs.
Right.
And having spoken to you over the last couple of weeks, it seems to be a concern of yours. Why?
Yeah, well, because I find Canada has kind of pigeonholed me into this idea of, well, there's that Italian passionate singer guy. And it's all they've really gotten to know is the Comfortably Mine record and another project that I'm in, some of you might know, the Sicilian Jazz Project, which is comprised of some of Canada's most talented jazz musicians, and it's an honor to be in it. But what has happened is when we've toured Canada, Canada's only heard me sing in Italian or Sicilian. So I felt the need to assert myself as a multilingual singer, because that in reality and in essence what I am. And so on this body of work, I wanted to assert myself that way, as well as a songwriter.
So
Does
what's
that
in,
answer your question?
God, that answers my question. So what's in store for Dominic Mancuso Group in the near future?
Well, like I said, I think music for all of us is a vehicle to life. So I'm just privileged and honored to live in a reality of this. Like, look, like these guys are exceptional. So I just want to keep it going. We're going to get to Italy the end of June. Thank you for all your support. It has helped. This night has been documented so that a project like ours can have some promotional material that is essential in today's day and age to have visual media. Just get out there and have some fun and eat some good food and visit some beautiful cities and beautiful people. And the guys are all on board and very excited. And unfortunately, Johnny can't make it this time around, but he will the next time we go, bigger and better. And we're just going to pour some more water on all those seeds that I had planted over the past decade.
The next piece is called Mexico, I think.
Milano.
Milano, scusa.
Close enough. It's just an ocean.
I got Acapulco on my mind from the beginning of the concert. I want to go to a sunny destination. That's all right. Well, there you go. What happened was I threw my notes away. That was the problem.
Interesting story about Milano. It was written in '97 during the time period that Walter was talking about earlier when I went to Italy for that 3.5 month hiatus. And it's an interesting story around the song. Is like I was sitting in the Piazza Duomo. Who's been to Milan? Here, has anybody been? So you know that it's gorgeous, right? It's interesting. It's so dynamic and so much energy that city has. So I'm sitting in the piazza and I said, man, I gotta sit down. I'm gonna write a song. I'll take this all in. So I'm sitting on the Duomo stairs, thinking, it's cool, right? Open up my case, working on some chords, singing. Cops come. You can't sit here. You can't do that. Oh, okay. Well, I was into 3 chords of the tune. I was working on this tune. So I go to another area near the Galleria. Oh man, this reverb is amazing. Start, humming away some melodies, writing more. Other cops come. You can't do this, sir. You can't sit here and just, beg for money like that. So I'm not begging for money. I'm writing a song. No, you can't do this. So they shut me down. It took me 10 hours to write the song. I kept dodging cops from different, but I made a point of not leaving the piazza because I wanted to take it all in, and the lyrics will reveal how that day unfolded. And we'll keep open solos in the back end and just kind of feel it out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Make it cook. Questa storia is of a groove I had to choose. Sitting around taking in the rhythm, yeah. People walking, they're shuffling in their shoes. They got themselves made up to the nines. Oh yeah, yeah. Milano is a place you got to see, where people walk with conviction, people have some direction. The pace is smooth, yet this groove, it's got some edge. There's the Japanese swinging with Versace style. They got style, I'm on the style, I'm on the style. They got style, I'm on the style, I'm on the style, yeah. Oh, that
unashamed capitalistic style. It's Italy's window to Paris, London, New York. Commercial powerhouse, this is true. Fancy galleries, trendy bars, he's strapped to. They got style, I'm on the style, I'm on the style. They got style, I'm on the style, I'm on the style, yeah. Lots of style, they got style, I'm on the style. They got style, I'm on the style, I'm on the style, yeah. The Great to the Viscontis and the Habsburgs. 1848, there was a revolution to the heart of nationalistic pride towards unification. La Piazza Duomo, the scale of things that were to the Scala, Europe's most famous opera house. I said, Central Station was Mussolini's pride. He built the seven stories high. I said, Central Station was Mussolini's pride. He built the seven stories high. I said, Central Station was Mussolini's pride. After 45 they hung up to try it, hung up to try it, hung up to try it. If you love somebody, call my name. If you want someone, you can do the same. If you wanna keep something precious, lock it up and throw away the key. Hold on to your positions. Don't even think about me. Don't you think about me? If you love somebody, if you love someone, if you love somebody, if you love, set them free, 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 set them free, set them free, 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 set them free, set them free, 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 set them free, set them free, 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 set them free. If it's a mirror you want, look into my eyes. Or a whipping girl, someone to despise. Like a prisoner in the dark, locked up to chains you just can't see. All that beast in the gilded cage, that's all some people ever wanna see. That's right. If you love somebody, if you love somebody, if you love somebody, if you love, set them free, 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 set them free. I said set them free, 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 set them free. Set Johnny free, 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 set them free. I said set them free, free, free. I said Johnny free, 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 up. Mr. Johnny Johnson. Our Father who art in heaven. Hallelujah! I said to my brothers, my carnals, my brothers, we are gathered here today to take it to the bridge. That's right. We are here gathered today to take it to the bridge. You know what I mean, Nick? You know what I mean, Rick? We're gathered here today to take it to the bridge. That bridge to something else. So you all want to take it to the bridge, guys? Paco, I didn't hear you, Paco.
Yeah, take it to the bridge, man.
Take it to the bridge? Take it to the bridge, come on, man. You can't control an independent heart, but you can't tear the one you love apart. Can't love, but you can't keep forever conditioned to believe that we can live, you know, be happy with less. So many riches, oh, so many souls, with everything we need that we want to possess. If you need somebody, just call my name. And if you want someone, you can do the same. If you want to keep something precious, lock it up and throw away the key. Hold on to your possessions. Don't even think about me. If you love, if you love, if you love, if you love, set it free, set them 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 free. I said set them free, set them free, set them free, acapella for me, acapella for me, acapella for me. Free, free, set them free. 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 So, you know how people are. This one's for you, Vinny. When it all gone much too far, I love my brother Vinny. Wines are made. Still, there's something you should know that I could not let show. The fear of letting go. And in this moment, I need to be needed. With this darkness all around me, I want to be loved. And in this emptiness and fear, I want to be wanted. Yes, I love to be loved. Oh, I love to be loved. I love to be loved. Doesn't everybody want to be loved? the way their babies cry, the way they can't deny, the way they feel. Words, they climb all over you till they uncover you from where you hide. And in this moment, I need to be needed. When my self-esteem is sinking, I like to be liked. And in this emptiness and fear, I want to be wanted. Yes, I love to be loved. Oh, I love to be loved. I love to be loved. Oh, I love to be loved. This so familiar craving, I've been here before, this way of behaving. Don't know what the hell I'm saving anymore. Let it pass, let it go, let it leave. From the deepest place I grieve. This time I believe, and I let go. Yes, I let go. I can't let go of this. Though it takes all the strength in me, when all the world can see I'm losing such a central part of me, I can't let go of it. You know I mean it. You know I mean it. I recognize how much we've lost, but I cannot face the cost. Yes, I love to be loved.
This is way too much fun. Isn't this place wonderful? Are you guys enjoying Revolution recording? Pretty interesting little Sunday afternoon, no? Yeah, I thought so when I was picking out a place to have this little soiree. And I thought, you know, the normal person has never really been in a studio like this, so why not expose it to them? Let them feel what it's all about, to make music in these beautiful temples, these machines. Mr. Vic Florencia's in the control room recording this show. Vicky, I love you, brother. Vic's mixed all my records for 20 years, and he's still here today. Mr. Steve Ian and PSI and Anthony doing a wonderful job. Front of house. How's the sound, ladies and gents? Yeah? We're going to close off this set so that we can partake in a little libation for the situation. We can do a little marination as we contemplate. This was a piece that Michael Rycraft, Michael's designed some of Canada's most prominent musicians. People like any album that you've seen of Bruce Coburn's, Michael's designed. Michael called me up and he says, hey man, I'm doing this tribute concert at Hughes Room for... we're going to do Pink Floyd, and I've chosen 8 of my most favorite Canadian artists to cover Pink Floyd. Would you bestow the honor of coming out and performing? I said, absolutely, man. Pink Floyd was staple. And this last set, as you saw, we've been playing some covers. We threw in a little Sting piece. That was a Peter Gabriel piece. These were very influential artists in my formative years, and they still are today, very influential on me, Peter Gabriel especially. But Pink Floyd was there right from the onset because rock music is my roots. And I learned every bass line on that Animals album. And so I wanted to pick an obscure album that not many people would cover because, you know, Wish You Were Here, Comfortably Numb. So I dug up from the archives the song Dogs. And we've been recording yesterday and today because we've been taking advantage, thanks to yourselves, for providing this wonderful place that we can come in and record the music that we make. So yesterday, after we set up, we had 2 hours to grind out as many tunes as we could just to get them recorded. Why not? And we did a little run-through, and the band was sounding actually really good on this tune. And Vic was playing this stuff this morning while some of the production crew were coming in, and the guys were saying, guys, what do you mean it's not in the program? You got to put Dogs in the program. I said, no, I'm not going to do Dogs. No, you got to do Dogs. So we canned a couple of tunes that might be your favorites from the other record, like Mena Mena Mo or My Flesh from the new record. But if you come out to the CD release party in September, you'll hear those songs because they're off the new record. But this is a real special journey, and it's going to feature everybody in this band. So this is the last song for the night, and I hope you enjoy it.
got to be crazy. Gotta have a real need. You gotta sleep on your toes when you're on the street. Got to be able to pick up the easy meat with your eyes closed. Moving in silently downwind and out of sight. You got to strike when the moment is right without thinking. After a while, you can work for points for style, like the club tie and a firm handshake, a certain look in the eyes, an easy smile. You have to be trusted by the people that you lie to, lie to, lie to. When they turn your back on you, you get the chance to put the knife in. might admit that I'm a little bit confused. Sometimes it seems to me as if I'm just being used. Gotta stand up, gotta try to shake off this creeping malaise. If I don't stand my own ground, how can I find my way out of this maze? Deaf, dumb, and blind, you just keep on pretending. Everything is dispensable, and no one has a real friend. And it seems to you the thing to do would be to isolate the winners, winners, winners. Everything's gone under the sun, and you believe at heart everywhere's okay. By the stone, 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 stone,
The Dominic Mancuso group. Let's hear it.
I am a privileged man. Jerry Caringi. Paco Lubiano. The handsome Che De Leon behind my big bat all night. The handsome Johnny Johnson on the woodwinds for you. And the man with the hands, Mr. Tony Zorzi. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. One more. 1, 2, 3. Right. And to them, and to you, and to you, thank you. If I may take this little opportunity, because I'm looking forward to hanging out and having a couple of drinks with y'all and sharing some incredible food. Some key people that made this night happen. Rena Marini from Plush Events, she's been working her ass off for 3.5 months. Rena and the girls, you did a great job. Thank you. Etzia and Farah, our hostesses. I want to thank Sandro Calavecchia, who's been gearing up to treat you to some delicious food coming up. Sandro Calavecchia, thank you. To all my production people, they're all in the credits. Thank you so much. You guys have been a big part of it. And obviously to you guys. Without you guys, we couldn't have pulled this off. So we did something magical. Thank you. My family's a given. I love all my family. My wife and my daughter are here tonight. Thanks for coming. My brother-in-law. My brother and his family, Jennifer and the kids. Thank you, Vinny and Jenny, your support. You guys are family, you know, we're family. So, you know, this, you know what happens. You know, once the sun's getting out, once you're in, you're in. Let's stay together and let's pump it up. The next time we do this, maybe we can do it with 200 people, right? And maybe you could tell 2 friends and we'll... So thank you so much. Let's enjoy each other's company and thank you so much.